team fight, things are going to look very good.
Here for game number 1, it's the Scarabs versus the Kings. We'll throw it over to Frog and Trelly.
Thank you so much, J-Mac and Mifflin on the desk. You've got the Kings, you've got what looks to be an aggressive item there in that second slot.
I believe he upgrades Xe immediately. Hold that thought.
Sonic Boom in onto Quig and onto the Dharmic Pillars there. Quig gets taken out, first blood of the Scarabs.
Finally, we see some action. April finishes that rage immediately.
The first defensive relic used this game.
Yep, that's big. I think that with the silence, it didn't even seem like Zeros needed a beat, so it was fearful. Look at those crits coming through. Deathbringer, second item for April. Plenty of DPS, but here comes Variety.
You're looking for the shred, and you're trying to find it, but they've let Pyro go. They somehow are able to come away with the objective. Now ultimates burn. April trying to make his way out of the fight. Quig and Variety frontlining for the Kings. They're able to push them back away from the objective, but somehow last bit of damage goes through. The Solar Scarabs able to take the Pyromancer, but in trying to get the bomb, Silence steps too far out of position, and he'll lose his life for pain.
I mean, the reason that was such a great pull was because Big Man Tings was nowhere to be found.
The first objective fight means, right? Because at that point, it's not just a 5-minute Gold Fury. It becomes an entire fight you could win. And on the back of a Dharmic Pillars, it's Quig who's under the pressure. E-Chrome onto the horse, finds the last hit onto the Sylvanas. And that may spell the man advantage they were looking for. Oracles now under pressure here as April able to blink in from Twig, and immediately the damage is turned around. Sonic Boom to clean things up. It's now 2 down for the Kings.
I mean, he just blinked in there. I guess Big Man Tings was on board and said, hey, I got the damage if you follow up. But it just didn't seem
first neutral objective over to the Kings.
Is the call. Camelot Kings are stepping up a bit. Quig goes in for the pull, misses, and now Quig's in trouble.
Off the mark with the pull, but Variety is here to join the fray. 2-man ultimate, and somehow Quig is alive. Somehow Variety takes down April, and it's a 1-for-1 to start things off. But the Soul Laners have joined the fray, and Deathwalker now looking for Jarcoorrr. Twig finds Silence on the other side of the fight, and it's a scrap on the left-hand side. Soul Laners here, though.
I like
SCARABS, and they're looking to pick up the Fire Giant. Crits rain true, and it's down on the shred. Jarcoorrr in Captain Twig on the engage, but he gets eaten alive and taken down to the gray screen. Jarcoorrr finds another one, but all the while, Fire Giant getting low. Quig will fall down. Fire Giant, everybody hops off the objective, and it's just a 2-for-1 in favor of the Scarabs.
E-Chrome's too weak, though. The Solar Scarabs have to back up, and it looks like the Camelot
over on the left side as well, but the go button is there, and the ultimates get dropped. April alone in the back line, but BMT is left alone in his front line and taken out by Deathwalker. Tier 2 tower falls, and Jarcoorrr is low and running for his life under the Phoenix. All 5 members pushing down for the Scarabs. They'll go right through the Phoenix, and a double for Deathwalker, a kill for April. 3 down for the Camelot Kings, and all of a sudden, the Titan is exposed. 5 members strong, the Order Titan battering away at the Chaos Titan. Deathwalker grabs another one, a deicide, and game number 1 to the Scarabs.
What a dominant performance here for the Solar Scarabs.
To Osiris, allowing that sickle to travel through wave has really boosted his poke potential as well as his wave clear. So interesting, and a matchup I'll be keeping my eyes on. And then the Raijin for mid. I mean, it is some CC. It is guaranteed.
Out of the bracket, can the Scarabs keep that up, or can the Kings stop them here and take us to game 3? Let's jump right into game number 2.
Backs against the wall for the Camelot Kings here if they want to avoid falling down
in a full wave with your hammer popped.
I think at the pace this game is going, we would be hard-pressed to see any action, but of course I'm going to eat my words as Quig is collapsed on an April. The Fear No Evil is well-timed, and you get punished for beadsing the disarm as you don't have the relic there on the left-hand side. This time, first blood to the Kings.
Yep, that's exactly what I was talking about. Your massive ultimate, and your dash is already down. There was no way he was going to be able to make it out of there. So, unfortunate aggression, and well played as Quig takes a lot, and the body block comes through, but does Silence have the damage? It doesn't seem like it.
The dash gets blocked by Silence.
Oh, yes, the
ultimate through, and E-Chrome able to trade the kill back. Gold
left
stays
side of the map, and that's where the junglers are headed now. It looks like that shield buff is a high point of contention, and Twig's taking damage.
Yeah, he's down a half HP. Fear No Evil was used there, and you get the beads off of April, but now the Sonic Boom comes through, and Jarcoorrr CC chain is beautiful. Now needs to find the pluck, but doesn't even need it. The damage is there, and April will get traded out in kind. Another late rotation by Captain Twig, and it's another 1-for-1 in the duel lane.
That was a death that did not need to happen, Frog. April used that dash to try and confirm a kill. That was
the sprint and the shell on one side, and then Bracer Meditation on the other side. But hold that thought, Jarcoorrr under some pressure here, has to jump away and will do so, but the Major Look takes down the kill, and Jarcoorrr 6 feet under, but look for the blink. 3-man Fear No Evil, and Captain Twig onto the damage, but April somehow is able to survive. Everybody from the Scarabs gets away scot-free, and it's only the one pick onto Jarcoorrr.
My man pre-Aegis, he knew that ult was coming. Twig walked over a ward at some point, and April said, hey, as long as you can't DPS me during this ultimate, my team's got my back. They had plenty of CC. Now E-Chrome, you don't have your ultimate, and here comes Big Man Tings. He's got plenty of damage. Thunder Crash in. This ultimate's got to find a kill.
Dash over the wall. Shell not good enough, but it might be there for the trade as Quig.
The body blocks!
The blocks are beautiful, as Silenced will not be able to chase out much longer. The peel from Quig is fantastic, and Big Man Tings able to pick up E-Power play just like that. Has dissipated. They won't be able to pick up the objective.
Yeah, got to go back to basic with the Solar Scarabs. It looks like the Gold Fury would be a nice prize, but Silence is so weak. Deathwalker is here, though, zoning out Variety for the time being as Big Man Tings makes his return.
They're on Gold Fury.
They are on it. It's weak, but Twig goes in.
Fear No Evil hits nobody, and he teleports to the back of the fight. The horse comes through. One more auto with a banner is enough to do it. Twig, I don't know if he meant to teleport all the way that far back in the fight, but you take down the jungler, and the Gold Fury getting low now for the Scarabs, but the Kings walk in and take it away, and the immediate disengage is here. It could look to chase a little bit farther
first, and it doesn't seem like anyone's going to bail until Big Man Ting shows up. Then Silence might want to leave.
I like this. I like this game. They're just sitting there staring at each other. E-Chrome is the one that rotates over, and they decide they don't want to deal with that because they're on the Pyromancer. The Scarabs take down the objective. Shell's good, looking to turn it around, and Twig dives too far and gets taken down under the tier 1 tower. Scarabs, they got the Pyromancer as well. They got the beacon as well. Everything coming up Scarabs.
I mean, that was a risky call. April gets so low tanking up that Pyro. I love what the Camelot Kings did where they collapsed within 15 Hunbats. Doesn't look too scary at 20 minutes.
Yeah, it is a rough level deficit. He is the same level as his support, as the enemy support. April up at level 18. And he's looking to take the 1v1. Captain Twig falls again. April, no emotion.
My man
in the player
that
camp.
man wiped his nose. He said, all right, Twig's gone.
Just a pick, clean and concise from the Mercury. We were talking
about worry about a turnabout, right? He's on her this time around, so can't fly over. This could be a true 4v5 if they went for a Fire Giant call, but the Scarabs are just going to play this one slow. Quig most certainly dying off this pluck. There's no way he's surviving that one. The Taiko drums comes out just for fun, and now the Scarabs have their opportunity. They should walk up to this Fire Giant immediately.
Not only do you get the pick onto the support, but you get the Mage ultimate as well. Relics down for another 30 seconds for Twig. It'll be an ask and a half for plays like this, where you put the Shred onto the objective. You get Mercury to shred down that Pyromancer, and you get Deathwalker to just fight Captain Twig under the tier 2 tower. You know who's here to join him? April has come through. You drop the Fear No Evil, and you drop the ultimate from Deathwalker. Captain Twig once again in the gray screen. And they found the right tier 2 as well. They're threatening the Phoenix.
I mean, that's his ult, that's his beats down. Even if he comes back in, he'd be in trouble. But tier 2 gone. Phoenix not looking so good either. The Solar Scarabs have to back up for the time being, but they're pushing into mid Phoenix as well.
They're pushing in here. They're looking to try and take the objectives here. Let's go to a listening with the Solar Scarabs. They're pushing down the Phoenix.
Push mid.
Yeah, get out, get out, get out, get out.
I'm taking. Run right, run. I can spin you, I'll spin you.
Yeah,
Now finally, Deathwalker pops the 3K pot. as he's pushing down the mid Phoenix, and it's Variety getting shredded down. Has to use the beads, but a pre-Aegis once again from April, and the ultimate off the mark from Deathwalker, but the space is there, and the left Phoenix will fall. The Titan down low, 75% HP, and the health bars from the Solar Scarabs are high. They don't want to end just yet, and Zero's maybe overstepping a little bit. Captain Twig takes down the mid laner, now silenced, slowed down, and taken down. If they can find the last bit of damage, it'll be Captain Twig once again looking for it. Variety finds it. And they will lose all 3 birds, but they keep their Titan alive.
And that's the goal, right? You'll keep all 3 Titans alive, but it looks like the Camelot Kings know the position they're in. They have to step forward. They have to fight. If not, the minions won the game, and they're going to commit. They're starting it already.
Committal is there. Quig drops the damage. The Fire Giant getting shredded down, but they second-guess themselves. Everybody hops off, and Jarcoorrr is gone. April is a one-man army in the back line, but his team is there to help out. Quig falls. Variety takes down Zeros, but April finds a double kill. It is only 2 remaining members here for the Camelot Kings. 4 versus 2. Fire minions pushing in. April is low, but this has to be a miracle defense from the Kings. Variety under pressure and will not be able to do it. Twig won't be able to do it, and the Solar Scarabs take it at 2-0.
The defending world